Hey, we're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of Britt's Season 3. And we on episode 3. Hello, good morning. But how you guys doing? I'm doing alright. I ate some empanadas for dinner. It was good. Yes, I do different things. Like, I'm African American, Jamaican, and Nigerian. I already told you that on the promo. But I can do a little Spanish. I can do a little Italian. Now I do Nigerian because I am Nigerian in my head. What else? I could do a lot. You feel me? And I don't even call them empanadas, I'm from New York. It's an array of everything now. But growing up, you knew mostly Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. I don't know which one of them call it pastelillos, but we call it pastelillos. So that's what I had. I made some of those for dinner. It was good. I had it for lunch too, so I'm just a fat bitch. This podcast is starting off so unproductive, and I love it. But what is this episode about? We hold us down. Nobody can hold us down. Remember that song with Christina Aguilera and Lil' Kim? I love that video. Like, don't we miss music videos? Do we not miss music videos? I remember they did, what was that show called? Making a Video on MTV. They did one. They had definitely did one for that video. I loved that video. And when I was trying to name this episode, I was thinking of like all the songs that's about like women stuff. What's that song about Alicia Keys? I forgot. But I was like, I knew I wanted to name it after Can't Hold Us Down. I don't know why I was tussling with the title We Hold Us Down. Like, it's so simplistic, but whatever. And this is the reality of why feminism isn't productive. Feminism is not productive, people. It's just not. It's funny because last week we spoke about submission, and we talk a lot about, the roles that women and men play. And, I think feminism kind of aligns with that subject, but I didn't really dig too deep into it because I knew that next week this was the topic. And, yeah, it's just, I've been stopped jumping on the feminism wave in like, I want to say 2015. And that's when I really, really started working. Then I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this feminism shit no more. And I see how women engage and interact. And not even, maybe earlier than that. I want to say 2014. I probably was like, bitches ain't shit. You know me? Like, gang, gang. But I even talk about this topic like earlier in my YouTube years. Like, all those videos are private now, but I definitely spoke about this topic, and I am very, 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 very happy and excited to talk about it right now. And I even brought up last season how I would talk about it. So yeah. Anyway, for every single topic, we like to expand our mind. Oh, before we expand our minds, just in case you hear any noise in the background, you already know I live in Brooklyn, Bushwick, and I live with 2 dogs, Rowdy, Ratchet, across the hall. The possibilities are endless. Look, let's jump into that. We on episode 3. Let's just get the whole ball rolling for the season. It's just me. I'm a one-man band, and this is what I got. And y'all gotta accept it until we move on up. And that's just what it is. Accept what they said. You never know, though. I think one day, not even one day, I think by next year, let me not make promises. Not next year, not even next year, next season. But I'm doing different things, though. But by next season, I think things will be quieter. I think the sound quality is going to be better. I just know, because I got different plans. Everything's going to be in a different type of order, so everything's going to be okay. But anyway, before every topic, we like to expand our mind. Expand your mind, expand your mind, expand your mind. So, this one is a really, really long. This is an article on www.forbes.com titled, "What is Feminism and Why Do So Many Men and Women Hate It?" Written by Kathy Caparino. Oh, another thing I've been doing too, and I didn't bring it up in, I think, either episodes, because I think a lot of people, these articles, I really read them sometimes in their totality, especially last season. I don't have the links to all the articles from last season, but they were really dope articles. I tagged the link down below to the article if you want to read it, because I think that's like, come on, like that's the least I could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be making up these fucking articles, and they're really good articles, like dead serious. But anyway, in the article, Kathy Caprino said, "Feminism has been associated with strong, forceful, angry women, and our society continues to punish forceful women. So much recent data and research has proved this. Many people fear that feminism will mean that men will eventually lose out of power, influence, impact, authority, and control and economic opportunities. Many people believe that feminists want to control the world and put men down." Sounds like me. "Many people fear that feminism will overturn time-honored traditions, religious beliefs, and established gender roles, and that feels scary and wrong. Many people fear that feminism will bring about negative shifts in relationships, marriage, society, culture, power, and authority dynamics, and in business, job, and economic opportunities, if and when women are on an equal footing with men." All right, so when I hear this, number one, it's funny. I'm not somebody who's like hip to feminism. When I say not hip, I don't like that, because hip means you don't know what feminism is. I'm not somebody who's not on board with what feminism is, but it just looks like men hate it. They're scared they're gonna lose authority. Let's go back to that submission shit from last week. Like, we not on that wave. Like, it says many people fear that feminism will mean that men will eventually lose out of power, influence, impact, authority, and control and economic opportunities. And if so, and first of all, no one is gonna lose out on power, influence, impact, authority, and control and economic opportunities. That's all. That stuff is on you. You control your impact on society. You control your influence on society. You control the way you read authority and control economic opportunities. We don't control that as Black people, and that's just what it is. So I think that's really foolish and silly. But I will say, feminism has helped a lot of women grow, develop, and look at us differently, help build opportunities and build businesses. So, first and most important question, am I a feminist? No, I am not. I don't believe I am. My husband thinks I'm a feminist for whatever reason. He says that this is the thing. Before I met him, well, not before I met him. Well, I guess you could say that, whatever. He kind of says stuff and we're going to jump into that topic this season too. They all align with each other, which is so dope. That's really toxic masculinity-ish, if that's a word. And he'll say, like, I'm a man, I'm a guy. And I'm just like, it doesn't matter if you're a guy or if you're a man. So he thinks because I say stuff like that, it makes me a feminist. No, I just think that shit is toxic. Doesn't make me a feminist. Or I'll be like, what's something else I'll do? I don't know. Like, it depends. Like, certain stuff he think I have to do, or, like, he'll say stuff and I'll be like, that's something, a man would do. Or if we're watching something, I won't agree with the guy, or whatever the case may be. And he thinks that I'm a feminist. I'm not a feminist. I just believe in what I believe in. I don't believe in feminism for a variety of reasons. I don't think that all of us women are on the same page with it. Like you said, white women, a lot of people believe that feminism is a white woman's game because only she'll gain something from it. And there's some truth to that. You know, we all running a line with white women on the march and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, are they fighting with us for black opportunity? Because at the end of the day, if women were to rule the world, they will rule us. You know, white women have way more opportunity than black women. And like, I think we kind of like feminism is for self. Like, it's not for us. That's just my opinion. Like, I think that before you want to talk about wage gaps and before you want to talk about certain sayings like man up, you know, stuff like that, instead of saying man up, woman up, or women can play these sports, women can be construction workers, before you say all of that, how do you treat other women? And that's my big thing why I don't believe in feminism, because I feel that females are really fucking nasty. They're really nasty ass people. Like, I put that on my life. I stand by that statement. And I know if you a guy and you watch Britt says, you like, yes, finally she bashes women. I just think we're really nasty to each other. We don't like to see each other level up. Not all, obviously. When I speak, I don't speak of all. But just from my experience and being in work, women are really disgraceful. And men, when they're in power, you don't deal with that. Some men are nasty. And we gonna get into some stuff, because I know the next thing that could be said. Let's get into that actually right now. Oh, when a woman is nasty and she's a bitch, she's being nasty. And when a guy is mean, is he strong and he's being powerful? Honey, there's a difference between being powerful and being nasty. You feel me? All right? There's a difference between being strong, showing authority, and being a bitch. Okay? So, when I think of authority, if you see somebody not doing something, right? And you like, look, I asked you to do A, B, and C at 8 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock right now. Why is it still not done? That's showing authority. That's not being a bitch. You're bringing up a great point. Okay? About 7 hours has passed and this project has not been done. That's showing authority. To me, being a bitch is like, you see somebody that's coming to work every day doing what they're supposed to do. They finish their projects at a good time or whatever, and you kind of just like on shorty head. Like, that from my experience is what I see women do. Period. They'll be like, Brittany, oh, you finish a project. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay, sure. We all could do constructive criticism, but why don't you like it? It's just not my cup of tea. Or when you walk into work looking nice and they give you side eye, you think a man gonna do that shit? Give you side eye because you came to work looking nice? You think he got time for that? Some men can be nasty too, I think. And James Ash did another interview with the Breakfast Club, and I remember he spoke about that, like about how dudes are like, don't quote me because I can't remember, but he was like how dudes are really like, and I'm gonna say women, you know, dudes and men and women, they'll like give somebody a run for their money in the street or at work, but your mom is at work right now getting disrespected by a boss. You'll let a boss disrespect your moms over some money, like, because you think he a boss. Like, it's all about respect. It's all about how you do shit. And I agree with that. Like, the way you talk to me or anybody else, would you want somebody to talk to your mother like that, your brother like that, your sister, your daughter, your son like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it needed? And for me, from my experience, I see women do really catty, corny shit at work. Like, they're corny. Like, they do, and not just at work, in general, outside of work. Bitches be bullying each other, fighting each other, arguing each other. It's just like, In rap music, you barely see men going head to head. You might see them going head to head lyrically, all right? But you never see them being pinned against each other. Like, it can't be 5 dope female rappers at a time. Like, it can't be Nicki and Cardi. It has to be Cardi or Nicki. Like, that type of thing. Like, and I feel like these type of things, and it'll be females in the comments that's like, oh yeah, we don't do Nicki, Cardi all day. We don't do Cardi, Nicki all day. Like, we entertain this. We allow it. We thrive on it. Like, we'll pick someone. We'll pick instead of fuck with both. And I don't like that shit. Like, that's not feminism. Why can't Cardi and Nicki be dope? Why can't they both be great? You get what I'm saying? Why can't Nicki and Remy be both great? Like, why? And I feel like those things, and as us as women, we entertain that shit. We really do. We sit up there and we will entertain corny shit like that. And that shit really bothers me. Like, why it can't be more than one dope woman in the space? When you think of dope rappers, it's more than one dope male rapper in one space. It's Jay-Z, it's Kendrick, it's who else, who else y'all think? I don't know who y'all favorite rappers is. Kanye fell off, so whatever the case may be. But it's like, you can't say Nicki's the best. You can't say Nicki and Cardi and like, it's either Nicki or Cardi or whatever. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or Meg. Like, I just feel like generationally, women have been taught to be competitive against each other instead of sticking with each other. And I really don't get the ideology and just like gossiping about each other and like tearing each other down for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we doing that? Like, what are we benefiting from that? And these are the same women that might sit up and go to a march and march for, better pay for women and march for terms like woman up and instead of saying salesman, what they said they want to call it? Salesperson, things like that. And I do agree with that to some extent, you get what I'm saying? But you got to start from the beginning first. You got to work on yourself before you try to work on all these other things. Because then guess what? When we get all these other things and then we start treating each other like clowns and we get into corporate and we start doing clown shit, then we're going to lose all our power and our authority. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you have power and then men see you see women arguing and crying at work, it's like they doing clown shit. Like, we need to put a man in this space just to equal out the equilibrium. Like, I remember I was working somewhere and it was all women in management. And it was like, we need a male to like balance all of us out. Why we need that? Why? Because all we want to do is bully each other and be fucking catty. And when things don't work out, instead of talking about it on a business aspect, we want to talk about it on a business aspect and then talk about it on a personal aspect. Like, oh, you haven't been doing your job lately. And I don't know if it's because your man is cheating on you, but you can't be like, whoa, like, why you bringing up my man cheating on me? Like, it's all about business. Like, we at work. Like, it just be weirdo shit going on. Like, I don't know. And I just feel like with that, before we work on all those things, we have to work on ourselves as women. And can feminism be helpful or hurtful? It can be helpful. I do believe that a lot of shit we don't notice needs to be fixed, like the salesman thing or man up, or even like it's a podcast. I mean, I know it's YouTube too, but like even stuff like suck my dick. Like, why we can't say eat my pussy? Period. Like, what's up? What else? Like, what's other terms? It's like a lot of stuff that relates back to men. Like, it's always men. Like, we always say men. Like, men aren't everything. Like, there's women. A man came out of a woman's vagina. Like, women are it. Like, we kind of like run this shit. Like, period. And I do, in the future, when I have kids, I want my daughter to be able to feel like she shouldn't have to hear those terms, or she's a woman. She should be able to know that it is woman and man. Like, Because those things do make you feel like men are in charge and they're of lead. And a lot of these companies, the CEO are men. You rarely see CEO women unless she started the company or owned the company. But do you see women get promoted into like CEO positions and things like that? It's very, 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 very rare. I mean, very, not weird, rare. But then we jump in to, you know, the most important topic of feminism, and this is where men feel like they got a leg up, is when they say, oh, y'all want to scream feminism, but we gotta pay on the first date. Y'all want us to pay all the rent. Y'all want us to what else we men do? It's another one that's a big. Oh, we gotta take out the garbage. You take out the garbage. Like, you know, like those basic man things. Like, and sometimes women say it, like, you're not a man. You don't have a job. Like, why is it you're not a man? Like, if a woman don't have a job, you're not gonna say you're not a woman. You don't have a job. Let's jump into that. This is a hard topic, but I'm not a feminist, so I can say what the fuck I want, period. Okay, so first and foremost, it is hard. Y'all know when I get quiet, I'm about to get deep. Okay, first and foremost, a lot of those old modern day things I believe in. You'll be surprised. I do believe. It's so weird though, because it's like I'm contradicting myself. I think as a person, fuck that, you should have a fucking job. Are you fucking kidding me? You should have a means of income. And sometimes I say yeah as a man, because I think we do need to break those generational curses though. But if you grew up in the 90s, 80s, all that, like, you was raised to know to have a fucking job, to be a man, right? Your fucking father and your mother taught you that. That's the storyline they've been running around with. So why the fuck you don't have one? You get what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I say it. Because I feel like, mind you, I don't worry about that with my man. My man works too fucking much. But my thing is that because past generations grew up like that, I feel like you wasn't raised properly. And you know what? I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying people not raised properly, because, you know, I am not a parent yet, but I know that raising kids is probably not the easiest thing with everything going on in society, especially now. If you're a new parent, you gotta battle with social media. You gotta compete with them motherfuckers on fucking social media, fucking TikTok, fucking Instagram, fucking Facebook, whatever the hell else app is coming out next in the next 5 years. You gotta compete with them, and these apps tell it all. So I understand that raising a kid can't be easy. But back then they didn't have all that shit. So the shit that these niggas is doing now is unexcusable. But I do understand that back then the older generations was pussy, gang gang. They didn't really stand up for themselves like millennials do. And so they took a lot of L's, and they dealt with a lot of shit, and they probably got a lot of PSD they gotta deal with, and just a lot of shit they gotta deal with on their head. And then having to raise kids and deal with racism and deal with staying at a job that you hate for fucking 15 to 20 years, it probably was kind of hard to raise a kid. A lot of like the millennials, not a lot, I don't want to say a lot, but enough of us grew up in single parent homes, so sometimes the father wasn't there. So maybe the father couldn't tell the son, like, look, man up and get a fucking job, or, you know, be a man. Chivalry, they say, oh, y'all want to be feminism but don't know how to hold the door. Hold the door for a fucking woman. Certain shit I believe in, period. Like, certain stuff is needed. Like, it's sexy. It's not even about masculinity, and like we open the doors for ourselves all the time. So for you to do it is sexy. Like, think about sexiness. Like, why does it have to be a means of manliness? Why it can't be sexy? But then somebody could say, so why? Maybe if a woman opened the door for me, I think that shit is sexy. If you deadass really think that shit is sexy, and you keep it 100 with me, and you really tell me like, yo, babe, I want you to open the door for me, like that shit kind of be sexy, I'll do it. But you gotta be deadass. Like, some of y'all just be doing clown shit. Like, for me, opening the door for me, putting on my chair, doing chivalrous stuff is sexy. It's not manly, it's fucking sexy. Looking like you was raised properly, that shit is fucking... Well, that's a woman body. That shit is fucking sexy. Okay? Like, it's not all about being manly. Being fucking... what's the other word for chivalry? Like, just being a gentleman is sexy. Gentleman and masculinity is two different things. Because remember, that's two different things in a dictionary. Like, being a gentleman, like you're a gentleman, like you're being a gentleman, like that's a different fucking word. Like, that shit is fucking sexy. Period. Some things, look, let's put it this way. Not everything gotta go. All right? With times, things change, right? 2020 look way different from 1991. 1991 look way different from 1965. But some shit travel. Some things change. Some things don't. That's just what it is. And I do believe being a gentleman and being chivalrous is not about masculinity. It's about being fucking sexy. And we all want to be sexy. Okay? Like, hello. So I kind of hate when men say that. And I don't attest to that. Like, oh, you want me to hold the door for you, but you want to scream feminism. Da, 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 da. Like, okay, so because I want you to hold the door for me, I don't deserve equal pay. Like, I'm confused. Knock it off. But yeah. But with all that being said, do you believe feminism is needed in today's society? I do believe, or do I? I believe there needs to be a change of rules. I don't think we need feminism. We don't need, like, you know how like gay people, some of them claim they don't like labels. Like, I don't think we need this whole, like, okay, sometimes you need a movement so people could get in their head, like, leave me the fuck alone, like, get your shit together type shit. I just do think we need to change the rules and some of the standards. Like, change is needed sometimes. Like, you don't have to stick to some of the same repetitious things. Because, especially if you a guy who's raising a daughter or something, don't you want her to see different? Don't you want her to be respected? Don't you want her to be looked at as power or somebody of respect and some sort? Don't you want her to have somebody to look up to besides fucking you? Because she's not you. In hindsight, she's not a man. She's a woman. And she have people to look up to. So I don't... You know, there's nothing wrong with feminism. That's the whole point of we hold this down. There's nothing wrong with feminism, but my main problem is that women need to work on themselves first. We have a history, and I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say, of cattiness. When I think of women, it's like we can't get along. You put us in a group. That's why this show's like Bad Girls Club, Real Housewives. Because they know when they put a group of women together, it's a recipe for fucking disaster. They know that shit. You put a group of men together, yeah, they might fight, but then they gonna kind of make up like within a couple of minutes. Nobody wanna watch that shit. Like, We want to watch people hate each other season after season after season. Like Real Housewives of Atlanta. I love Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that's like one of my favorite reality shows today. And like you see every season, somebody hates Nene, or we had a past, we was beefing. Like shows like that work because they know us as women, we thrive off of that shit. And I live for some gossip. You know, I call my friends, I gossip, I kiki, I TT, I do all. But it's never malice. Like we keep that I was going to say keep that shit. We keep that stuff within each other. Am I saying me and my friends are perfect? No. Can we be catty? Sure. Is it right? No. And that's what I want. It's just like, why we can't be like that when like how some men are, you know, like why we can't bounce back mad quick, and why do we have to be so nasty? Like we gotta work on each other first, because then when we get in these roles, you want a whole woman-owned company. That's what you really want, sis? You want a whole company full of women, and then we all bombing each other, cursing each other out, spilling each other tea, making each other feel bad, instead of uplifting each other. Okay, Sally fucking husband is cheating on her. Okay, let's uplift her instead of fucking gossiping about the mill, talking about, yup, with 5 different women. No, let's go to fucking Sally and say, yo, Sally, we heard the tea. Yeah, your man cheating on you. Sorry to hear that. Just know you're going to be all right. You're a good person. You're beautiful. And if you need anything from me, let me know. Don't let this break you. Don't let this make you. You'll be fine. Why we can't do that? Why we gotta fucking talk about Sally? Oh yeah, she don't do her hair like that. Her clothes been looking raggedy a couple of times. That's probably why he cheating on her, and she always running her fucking mouth. That's what women do. They be like, he probably cheating on her. You know she always running her fucking mouth. That's all she do. And she always thinks she know everything. That's why he fucking cheated on her stupid ass. Duh, makes sense. Got it. Get it. Good. Like, that shit is not funny. Like, that shit not cute. Like, that's people's livelihood. Like, you don't do that. We need to uplift each other. We don't need to be bombing each other like that. Like we talking about people's clothes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be doing shit like that. Nah. Like, we got so much to work on before we can fully accomplish the goals of feminism. So men and women in some ways need social culture. The man is the protector and provider. Women remain caring and domestic. Like I said, social cultures, some stuff I think should stay. Like, and you know what? Let's not say it needs to stay. Those, like I said, and I'll run that through the season. I always have some things that I run through the season. And one of those things is that communication is key in a relationship. I think being a gentleman is fucking sexy. So that's something I communicate with my man. If every other motherfucking man don't want to be a gentleman, that's between him and whoever the fuck he dating. But my man, I need you to open the door for me. I need you to heat up my plate. Put it down on the table. If I ask for a cup of water, I need you to give me the water. Put it in my mouth. Around. Like, that's what I'm into. Like, that's how we gonna keep our relationship spicy. Is if, you know, you remain to be a gentleman. So maybe some social cultures be like, what's a social culture? Or I don't know. Is social culture a thing? I don't know who I made up that word. I write stuff and I don't know. It's just the same as some people don't like app dating. They prefer to meet people in real life, or, you know, in a club or at work or at the gym, whatever. Right? That's a choice. That is the norm. The norm is usually you meet somebody out in public, right? Or you get put on by a friend, right? So some people refuse to app date. They think it's weird, right? That's a choice. That's cool. You don't have to follow with these changes if it's not to your standard. Like, nobody's telling you to follow these changes and these ideas. Like, I feel like some of them are okay. I find it sexy that my man takes out the garbage or lifts the boxes for me. I don't want to lift a fucking box. I don't. Yes, help me. I did a lot of shit on my own for a long time. Trust me. So, yeah, I might not want to bring the fucking groceries in. I don't. It's a lot of shit, real talk, don't even be about double standards. I just don't want to fucking do it. And I know some of y'all can relate. It's not even about, you're a man, you need to grab the groceries and bring it in the house. You need to open the box, you need to live. It's about, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to do it. You mad, toxic, masculinity-ish. You feel you need to lift the fucking box. You feel you need to bring the groceries in the house. By all means do that, because I don't want to do it any motherfucking way. How about that? Let's get into it. You feel me? So some shit I fuck with. You feel me? That's one of them. Like, I'm not about to be in here lifting a box to prove feminism. For what? If he want to lift it, let him lift it, sis. Like, if he play strong, tough guy, by all means, do it. Like, I'm not doing that. For what? Like, and if you know, it's all, like I said, all this stuff is communication based. Like, that's just how I look at it. All of this stuff is really just communication based. Like, we don't have to change everything. Like, some people's like, everyone wants to change the roles. Everyone's ruining society. Who want to change what rules? This is one world, but you run your world. Like, you don't have to do nothing nobody tell you to do unless it's legally you have to do it. Like, we don't have to do nothing nobody tell us to do. Like, keep it a bucky. Like, we really don't. Like, we could do whatever the fuck we want to do in life, in hindsight. And yeah, I mean, with that, if you want your man to be the protector and the provider, maybe you want to be a housewife. Maybe you don't want to work. I was thinking that shit the other day. Work was getting on my nerves. That's not a double standard. That's something you want to do. And if you and your husband agree on it, or your partner, or whoever you date, you whatever, you know. If he say, I don't mind working fully, and you stay home, lovely. Nobody's knocking you. If it's not impacting anyone, it's not hurtful, it's not detrimental, if he's not killing himself, like if he has to have 5 jobs and shit to hold the fort down, now you being fucking lazy and you're gonna kill your man of work. You need to get a fucking job. But if he has 1 job, 9 to 5, and he's getting Barretto, girl, why not? Let's do it. Let me stay home, please. Like, why not? Like, there's nothing wrong with some of these things. It's just, don't try to stick women into a box. I think that's what we don't like. I think women just don't like the idea. Like, we are so territorial as women on ourselves. Like, we don't like the idea of men. That's why, like last episode, we don't like submission. We just don't like the idea of a man telling us who we are and what we are. Or not even men, just society just being like, oh, this is the standard of beauty. Oh, women aren't strong enough. Even if scientifically proven men are stronger physically than women, we still just don't want to hear it. It's just a thing about us. Like, because a lot of things, there's nothing really wrong with it. Like, yeah, saying man up. Like, man up. It could be figure of speech based off of society norms, but I get we're trying to change the norm and things like that. But is it hurtful to society? Some will say it is hurtful to society for women to constantly hear that. It is. It can be. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. It could be hurtful to society because, you know, you want women, the future, our future, to feel like, you know, they're doing something. So, something to think about. The way women treat each other and are portrayed on TV, does that impact the way women are treated. Hell motherfucking yeah. Hell yeah. Y'all think when men don't see us fucking screaming and fucking yelling at each other and throwing fucking juice and water and wine or whatever the fuck they be throwing at each other on these fucking reality TV shows, they don't be looking at us like, we can't put them women together. If we put women together, they gonna fucking lose their minds. Hell yeah. You bugging. That shit is a huge representation of women. Hell yeah. Them reality shows when we be fighting and please. And that's the thing. They see how crazy, men see how crazy we are. And they still just do dumb shit. Like, how that work? Like, isn't that amazing? Like, you see how rough and rowdy my black ass is. Not even black ass, the white woman too. Fucking insane. And you still running rampant. I do think it impacts, you know, a lot of things. Like, we think it doesn't, but I definitely think it does. Like, I feel like a lot of stuff that men and women see on TV impacts how we think of women and each other. Like, I feel like we'll see certain situations like, yeah, with women, and you say the wrong thing to them, they gonna fucking snap or whatever they do on these damn reality shows these days. Oh yeah, you can't really run back and tell this person. Like, it is very impactful. TV, social media, all that stuff is impactful. We try to say it's not, but it really is. I really believe that all that stuff is extremely impactful on society. I do. I stand by that. Because people see stuff like that and it kind of, and you see it so much, you just know. Like, I even think I've heard guys say, like, yeah, that's what y'all women do. Like, I'm not like fucking Tommy or fucking who else? Who these bitches on? I don't even know who on these shows no more. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. I don't even know Carly Red and fucking, I don't even know Mariah Lynn. Like, I'm not like none of them girls. So it'd be mad weird. Like, yeah, that's how a lot of y'all females get down. What females? I don't get down like that, boy. What are you talking about? Like, I don't operate like that. Like, I don't do that ghetto nonsense. Like, are you insane? A lot of them be like, yeah, a lot of y'all women, when y'all do da-da-da. I'm like, what? I act nothing like that. So a lot of them do believe the things that they see on those shows, women do. Like, I know that for a fact. Like, if they watching the show, they'd be like, yeah, mad at y'all girls be doing that shit. I'm like, what girls you date, my nigga? Like, I can't give a good example because I haven't watched the show in so long. But yeah, definitely that stuff. I do think Love and Hip Hop, that show is tragic. I don't know why some of y'all watch that stuff. I really don't know why. Like, I may watch it today. Just to see what the fuck going. Like, I feel like it's not going to even interest me. Like, I just curious to see what was going on. Like what is it that people like about that show? Like, I used to watch it, but there's so much problematics in like Basketball Wives. Like, I think I was watching Basketball Wives and something happened and I was like, yo, the girl was bullying the girl bad. They were saying that the way she dressed is bogus. They made the girl cry. And I was like, yo, this show is nasty. And I wrote Mona Scott on IG. Deadass. I swear to God, I was so pissed at that episode. It was an episode of Basketball Wives with Evelyn Orlum and the girl. They was talking about her outfits and her hair and shit. Made her cry. And I was like, yo, what the fuck did I just watch? And these women grown as fuck. I think I was like 24 at the time. Watching fucking 40, 50-year-old woman bomb some lady about her clothes and her fashions. Making her cry. I remember that episode when Tammy Roman took that girl bag. That's what y'all watching? Y'all think, and y'all... And y'all see why I'm not a feminist and why I don't believe in fucking feminism. But okay. Do you believe we'll ever have an equal society? And what would that look like in your mind? I do think. Will it be equal though? I do think that we will eventually reach a medium or over a little bit. I do definitely see it'll be way more women CEOs. The way women moving right now, we moving so different right now. Like, it's virtually impossible for there not to be a change in society. Like, I don't even know if it'll be equal. I don't even know if it'll be 50-50. It might be 70-30. Because women are just killing it right now. On a corporate level, I'm not really sure. But business-wise, like, entrepreneurship, women are killing it. I don't know if women are getting into those roles in corporate and stuff like that, where they're able to get promoted to certain levels and things like that. But as it pertains to feminism, I think a lot of things that we're asking for, we will definitely get. And I think a lot of it, and I might get flack for this, I don't think a lot of it was intentional. Back then, yes, the shit was intentional, but I think it's like, that's why sometimes it's good to speak on things. I don't think that they intentionally was like trying to pay women less. I know some people like, yes, they was, Brittany, you don't know, they think women are stupid. I mean, that is a big wage gap. Was it intentional? Why would you pay me less than a man? That's fucking rude. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get into that. But, I mean, look. I believe there's about to be a lot of change coming. Definitely. And though men may not be catty, I know that me and a lot of others are really starting to see the flaws in men lately, how society has fucked them up so bad that I feel like they're just losing their shits at this point. But we'll get into that in another episode, because this episode is not about that. But I do think that at some point, women are going to have to step in, because at this point, men are fucking losing their fucking marbles. And they need all the help they can fucking get. And that's when us women come into play. So, yeah. This episode's a wrap. The episode's going to be a little shorter, because you got to remember it's just me. I could remember it for hours depending on the topic. You know how that go. Next week, we got a lot going on. Good topic. Definitely wanted a guest for the show. But I think knowing me, it's going to be good. It's just me alone. Because I could be myself. I could be a rowdy ass bitch. Period. Yeah, stay tuned. Britt Says Season 3 or me. The show is called Britt Says. So Britt Says all season long. Brittany. I will see you guys next week. Monday. You already know episodes go up as early as 4 a.m. So if you want to listen on your way to work, I don't know what you do. I know some of y'all gotta get to work mad early. Some of y'all gotta wake up mad early in the morning. Put on your face. Get ready to face the world. Send your kids to school, do what you gotta do, and guess what? Britt is here to give you a laugh, give you a key, give you a thought. I'm here. So I will see you guys next week.